Channel 7, this is the news at 4.
Good afternoon. We start with the news at 4, in Washington, D.C., where the government released some new numbers that won't surprise anyone who's been to the grocery store or a shopping mall lately.
It's all about inflation. NBC's Susan McGinnis is on Capitol Hill with all the details and what President Biden is trying to do about it while he is in the Middle East.
Higher prices hitting Americans hard in the wallet.
I think twice before I pick anything up nowadays. I'm starting to work more on a budget, more than I used to. So it's kind of hurting the wallet.
The sticker shock backed up by new numbers today, showing inflation at a 40-year high.
Prices for almost everything in the month of June went up.
For everything from retail to travel to housing. But the sting felt most sharply in energy, food, and rent.
Everything else has gone up, so I'm not buying any goodies or any extras or anything like that.
One bright spot, the report does not take into account the last few weeks, which brought some relief at the pump.
The price of gasoline has not just fallen for the last 7 days, it has fallen for the last 29 days in a row.
President Biden under fire to act, promising to do everything he can to bring down the price of gas in a statement today from the Middle East. This week, planning a controversial visit with Saudi Arabian leadership, including Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, to persuade the kingdom to up its oil production.
I would not have supported a visit to Saudi Arabia if it involved a meeting with Mohammed bin Salman because of his very awful human rights record.
The president in a foreign relations balancing act, risking backlash for consorting with a nation he once called a pariah as he pushes for America's best interests. In Washington, Susan McGinnis, NBC News.
As for inflation, the Federal Reserve is expected to continue its quest to ease rising prices with another substantial interest rate hike later this month. Now, Governor Brad Little responded today to inflation concerns, claiming tax rebates have helped offset the burden on Idahoans. In part, Little said, while other states are forced to consider tax increases to keep their budgets in the black, Idaho is focused on cutting taxes to ensure an environment where employers can thrive and Idahoans can keep more of what they earn, all while investing where it counts so we can keep up with growth. And earlier this year, the Idaho legislature approved $350 million in tax rebates, of which $225 million has been delivered to taxpayers here in Idaho.